Today, I am going to be attempting to eat 1,000 grams of protein.
Plus 50 more grams of protein.
I don't know if this is even possible. What I do know is that it is going to be absolutely miserable. I am going to be absolutely stuffed. Who knows what's going to happen to my body? We are going to find that out now. You're going to be with me on this journey. You're going to see how I feel, how my body reacts, and if I can even complete this crazy challenge in the first place. If I cannot complete this challenge, I have a punishment for myself, but I gotta get eating protein. I have to eat like 60 grams of protein every single hour.
6 a.m. First protein. Gotta get going early if I'm planning on fitting this much protein in one day. 30 grams, which means 120 of these calories are pure protein.
Second protein shake of the day. We need to go buy some protein. And how much is 1,000 grams of protein gonna cost? We're gonna find out. I'm also very curious to see what it's gonna look like in a shopping cart. I wouldn't trade living in a rural area for nothing, but you do have to travel to go shopping. Walmart, if you do want to sponsor us, just get in contact with my agents. I'm not sure you can afford us, but I'm sure we can work out a deal.
First choice is obviously going to be the most desirable protein.
This is going to be a staple for the day. A big part of the trick here is getting food that you actually enjoy, because if I'm just eating nothing but tuna fish today, it's not going to be successful. In fact, it's going to be a very bad day. This is a straight up protein hack, fat-free mozzarella, $1.97, and this is pretty much just pure protein. These guys are pretty much pure protein as well. Now, eggs have a lot of protein too, but the big part of the trick is I don't want to have way too many calories, because then I just won't be able to eat enough. I'll be too full. The purer the protein, the better today. If I eat nothing but protein, I'm going to be at 4,000 calories for the day, which is a lot of food for a 150-pound man. Most dudes can probably eat 4,000 calories in one day, but try doing that day to day, back to back to back. That's gonna be extremely difficult. Oat roast is another amazing hack. If I eat 5 of these, that right there is 100 grams of protein. Low-fat cottage cheese. I prefer no-fat cottage cheese, but they don't have any. Unfortunately, we have some fat and some carbs in this, but I love me some cottage cheese. They have Lucky Charm Ghost cereal now. So if I eat this whole entire box, that's gonna be about 100 grams of protein. Might be a bad idea. It's got a lot of carbs, but I am always down for some cereal. It's come to this. The amount of protein in dog food is absurd, but do not eat it. My dog just needs some food today. Lunch meat, also easy peasy, easy cheesy protein. So if I eat all that, plus what I got at home, that is gonna be easily more than 1,000 grams of protein. I basically need 60 grams of protein per hour, and it's already 10 o'clock and I'm only at 60 grams of protein, which means I'm like 180 grams short of what I'm supposed to be right now. So I'm not even gonna wait to get home to eat a bunch of protein. I'm gonna eat a big old meal right here in my car. I'm gonna eat half of this cottage cheese tub. I'm gonna eat all 3 of these Greek yogurts and this Built Bar. That's a total of 114 grams of protein. That'll put me at 174 grams of protein for the day so far. I love to mix my Greek yogurt and my cottage cheese together. Tell me if that's the grossest thing you've ever seen in your life, or if you would be down to try it. Nom nom nom. We're almost on track for how much protein we need per the hour. Ever since I started my cut about 5 months ago, where I lost 40 pounds, I've had this guilty fantasy of eating an entire box of cereal. Well, today, that fantasy is going to come true. Can I eat an entire box of cereal in one sitting? That's the plan tonight.
This will be a dream come true for me.
We are falling behind on schedule again. It's almost 11 o'clock. I should be at about 250-ish grams of protein, and I'm still at 175. So before lunch, I got this cinnamon roll that has 20 grams of protein and this protein wafer that has 15 grams of protein. That's gonna be a snack before lunch for another 35 grams of protein. It's really trying to be a cinnamon roll, but it ain't succeeding too well. It's funny, when I'm in a big calorie deficit, these things are so delicious. Everything is so delicious when you're in a big calorie deficit, but My body's just like meh on it right now. That's a little bit better, a little bit more enjoyable, I think. Which puts us at 226 grams of protein for the day. We're still behind. So for lunch, we got chicken thighs. I haven't weighed them yet, but we're gonna find out how much protein lunch is gonna be. That's quite a bit of chicken thighs, so it's gonna be a lot of protein. All right, our chicken weighed in at 311 grams, which gives us 86 grams of protein. That puts us at a total of 332 grams for the day. I'm still behind. I have got some serious makeup to continue doing. Now, I'm definitely not drinking any calories unless it's just straight protein, like a protein shake, because if I drink juice or something, I'm gonna be even more full. I mean, water itself actually adds to that full feeling. It's funny too, because I need to drink a lot of water because I have so much protein in me right now, but too much water and I can't keep eating. Some of you might be wondering why I'm eating chicken thighs instead of chicken breast. I'm riding this like fine line of eating food that is also really tasty so that I can actually get it down, because if I just ate just straight up chicken breast, I don't feel like I can eat as much. So I'm trying to balance. I'm trying to balance not getting too much fat so I don't get too full. Yeah, at the same time, not eating something so plain that I can't keep eating it. It's crazy to think that I am like eating one of the big meals of the day and I am not even halfway to my protein goal of 1,000, like 332. And it's 2 o'clock. It's past halfway through the day. Also, bad news, I'm so full. This is my favorite Ninja Creami recipe. All it is a chocolate protein shake, sweetener, cocoa powder, some xanthan gum, and salt. Leave a comment if you want this amazing recipe. I will respond. I always scrape off the cream and the Oreos just because you can't really tell that it's in the ice cream anyway. It's just extra calories. And look at that ice cream. 81 grams of protein, 550 calories in 2 pints, okay? One pint, just one pint of regular ice cream usually is like 1,000 calories. So this is like a quarter of the calories and like 4 times as much protein. And I have to eat all of it, but I don't have a problem with that. It's 3:20. Am I gonna be able to finish this? We got 17 grams of protein and 6 servings, so 6 times 17. So there's only 102 grams of protein in this whole thing, plus 4 cups of my Fairlife milk is gonna be like 50 grams. So that's 150 grams in that box. Guys, I've been eating like 3,200 calories every day on my lean bulk. And that's quite a bit of food for most people. And I have still been starving every single day. Like just yesterday, I was excited about this video and this challenge because I was like, I can't imagine not being hungry. And 2 pints of ice cream gone. I'm thinking what I need to do is to go and do something like crazy active, try to like burn some calories and get like the food moving through my stomach, because it's looking a little grim, just to be frank and honest. I'm gonna go like run or something. I don't know, I'll figure it out. All right, we're gonna go for a run, walk, jog. Try to get ourselves kind of hungry again. I don't imagine I'll be hungry, but you know, at least to the point where we can actually eat again. But first, another Built Bar. Plus 15 more grams of protein. I feel a little bit cramped in my stomach. If I'm eating 1,000 grams of protein, is my muscle protein synthesis just gonna go through the roof? Am I gonna be able to gain more muscle than if I had, say, 150 grams? Not very likely. You see, your body can only use a certain amount of protein for muscle in a day. So what's gonna happen to all that, you know, probably like 850 grams of protein that my body just doesn't need for muscle protein synthesis? What's gonna happen to it? Is it all gonna be turned to fat? Am I gonna get ginormous in a day? Not likely. Your body does not like to turn protein into fat. Now it can, and it will, if you just stay in a surplus for an extended period of time. But a lot of it is gonna be burned off in the thermic effect of food. Protein actually takes calories to burn. No, I'm not saying that they're negative calories, but it takes more energy to burn protein than the other macronutrients like carbs and fat. Anyway, there's a couple of facts for you from an old man. We're jogging for about 2 miles now, and my stomach doesn't feel good, but it actually felt bad. It feels better. That is freezing cold water. My hand's ice now. Finishing the cottage cheese from this morning, 2 more Built Bars, and a 1/4 cup of milk. That gets us to 500, which means we're halfway to 1,000, and it is 4:40 p.m. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna eat that box of cereal. I'll tell you what, if I fail this challenge, I will try to do 1,000 grams of carbs on another video, okay? 500 to go. So I've been just laying on the couch for like half an hour. And as I've been laying, I've been feeling worse and worse. 550 right now. I'm still at 500 grams of protein and I feel terrible. My brain is fogged. I feel lethargic, like tired, and a headache and a tummy ache. Blah. That's the only way I can describe it. About to cook myself a steak that for the first time in my life I'm not excited for. 10 hours ago, I was very much looking forward to this. And now, there's pretty much nothing I would rather not do than to eat. Have you ever cut into a perfectly cooked steak and not wanted to eat it? Not me. I have never, ever done this. It's a good steak. Plus 50 more grams of protein. The moment we've all been waiting for. It is late at night now. I haven't eaten for a while, so I feel like I can fit something in my stomach. A whole box of cereal though? Let's see if I can go through this entire thing. Actually enjoyable. Just being honest, kind of dry. That bowl's like 3 regular bowls. Grams of protein in one day. That is what I look like after this challenge. Final recap of how I feel. My brain is like actually foggy, like it's just like tired still, and I something feels wrong inside of me, and it's probably that I ate 700 grams of protein. That's likely what happened there. I would not recommend doing this to anybody. There is no reason to get this much protein. However, if you are lean bulking and you just are always hungry and it seems like no matter how much you eat, you just cannot get enough food, I would recommend getting a ton of protein, like maybe even like 300 to 400 grams of protein in a day, just to give your body that, okay, I'm tired of eating, because I know what it's like to have just been hungry like endlessly. Or if you're cutting and you just get all of your calories from protein, you're probably gonna feel a lot more full and satisfied. But I do not feel good. I am bloated, as you can see by my body composition. I'm gonna probably fast tomorrow or the next day and try to lose some of the weight that I've gained. That's what happens when you eat 700 grams of protein. And it wasn't 1,000. So that means I have to do this again, except for with carbs. Stay tuned for the 1,000 grams of carb challenge. Thanks for watching.